The virtual Saint Felix. Villafranca del Penedès is a land of vineyards, human towers, town feast, and Saint Felix, the city's patron. In 2004, on the first day of the Feast of St. Felix, Guido Dettoni did excavate in the patio of the Museum of Villafranca to find the man Felix. From this, he shaped the icon of the saint. After this excavation, he wanted to go further, to shape a St. Felix which would be the result of a collective work. The protagonist could be none other than the children of Villafranca, the future. To achieve his aim, he proposed having workshops during summer courses, July 11th and 12th, 2005. During 2 days, he met 183 children and their tutors in the patio of the school. By the tree's shadow, the experience started. They met each other and began talking, joking, and laughing. They were asked to join, all together in attention, their eyes blindfolded, a way to concentrate on their hands. Every child received a piece of black wax. He then guided them to begin shape the wax, but doing so by seeing with their hands as a game whose only rule consists of letting oneself go. The children shaped the malleable matter stimulated by tales and music of the feast and Saint Felix. The shapes emerging are tactile interpretation of their feelings. They are these shapes, not others. Words, music, emotions become shape. Eyes unfolded, they might see again. It's very hot. Shapes have to be plunged into cold water to harden the wax. It's the moment to join the shapes all together. The work now belongs to everybody. One more step to conclude the experiment in the patio. As a great surprise, a mini laboratory is installed to convert the shapes into digital images. Everyone has to find its shape among the others and say from which point of view pictures has to be taken. This time, in silence and intimacy, sculpting, not with hands, but with the computer. He starts a process that gradually is emerging as painting. In this way, Dettoni faces a new challenge, to discover St. Felix holding a dialogue with the images of the children's shapes. HANDSMATTER software is the instrument that he developed in order to create a new experimental surrounding for his work, where volume and weight do not exist. Once chosen, the images are picked up and imported into channels. It's like a palette, where colors are instead of shapes. It's time to export the images into the virtual composition field. Contrary to the limitation of the canvas, it has its own rules. Rotate, flip scale, opacity, it's all. This time, the creative process does not start by the tree's shadow, but is enlightened by the computer screen. Double-click, dragging one image, another, scaling, rotating, and more, and more. The first figure, the face of the man Felix. Thereafter, a moment of silence, to listen. The cross appears. The man Felix begins his path. Kneeling, falling down, to become the martyr. The color of blood, the death of man. Dettoni is faced with the void. He cannot capture other images. He has to transform those found to go from the man to the saint. The cross is distorted, and by multiplying, it suggests the martyr palm tree. The martyr body rises in the sky blue. Half of the face reflects in a mirror. The other one appears in the symmetry, the face of the saint.